SENIAC and welcome to Build Your Own Factory Tycoon here in Roblox, a game where you must create different kinds of setups and systems to produce very high valuable products. Can we turn a profit or will we go bankrupt? Well, we're about to find out right now. We're going to jump into play. And I think we're given the ability right now to select pretty much where we want to choose. Oh, I can actually go on my very own island. I kind of like the idea of this. I'm going to select this. And I think we've got a little bit of a tutorial we first have to go through. So it says, introduction. Let's start by opening up the edit menu where you can move and rotate and adjust your factory's layout. Okay. So this is my factory right now. I have no idea what this is. And this looks like it's technically drilling. But drilling for what? I do not know. So let's open up our edit menu right now. And, oh, okay. So this is what I've got available. These are the pieces of lands that I can currently buy right now. And this is the only one that I get to utilize. Right. So pick up the miner by clicking on it. And I've got to rotate it to over here. So place the miner in the highlighted area. Open the controls. See the available game controls. Right, hold on. Very good. Right, do I need to pick it back up again? Right, there we go. Right, sweet. Which way does it go? This way? Boom. And then it wants me to jump into build mode, where you can expand your factory by placing new objects. So if I go to build, on it we've got conveyors. Ooh, okay. We're going to build a conveyor right now. And I've got to put one here, one there. And obviously going this way. And I'm assuming, okay, so this is where it gets processed, and I'm assuming it then gets sold. So I need to build a corner conveyor section just here. Boom. And just like that, if I go to manage and then click on the miner, I can then choose what it produces. Right, I can see where this game is going. I'm going to have to eventually build a bunch of stuff, combine a bunch of stuff, produce certain types of products. This is going to be a whole new level of management in this factory. I can see it right now. So let's select iron ore. Okay, we're going to select it. We've got it. Well done. Items are now flowing into the loading dock where they're being sold for profit. Wait until you earn 5 big ones, which I've now got enough. And now it wants me to earn more. Let's process raw ores into ingots, which sell for much higher. So they want me to buy a smelter, which means I have to now delete a few items, unfortunately. Going to build production. Oh, snap. Okay, there's a lot of stuff we can choose from here. I'm going to grab a smelter, build you. And obviously, I've got to put that just there. And I've got to tell the smelter now what to produce with it. So for this, I'm producing iron ore. So make iron ingots, please. And this will now kind of cook them. It does slow us down a little bit, but that's okay. Iron ingots are now going into the loading bay, and I'm now earning big dollar bills. Congratulations, you completed the tutorial, received 1,000 big ones. You're now ready to build the factory of your dreams. Have fun. But am I, though? Am I? Is the real question. So we're producing iron. That's great, okay? That is absolutely great. We need to take it to the next level, don't we? We really do. So if I was to go to build mode and we'll see. Hold on. Edit. No, build. I've already forgotten what I need to do right now. Get rid of the smelter. There we go. I need to figure out how we can now produce more items and higher value items. So we have a blast furnace which smelts iron and coal to produce steel. That's where I think I need to go. So in reality, if I grab a miner and let's say I put this miner, for example, here, okay? I'm then going to grab this one and just rotate it this way. Boom. I'm then going to put you just here. Now, I've got to get coal in there. Is coal considered like an ore? So if I change this to coal ore. Now, do I need a smelter to turn it into coal? I don't think I do. So that's iron ore. So select you. That's coal ore. Select you. You're doing iron ingots. Very good. I'm going to move some of this stuff real quick. Save myself a few pennies. And that then should technically start producing the iron ingots for me. Good stuff. This will obviously produce the coal ore, but I need to obviously combine them in a way so I can make enough product to produce the steel. Now, how much have I got left right now? I'm not actually sure how I got left. I got 140 remaining, which is not really going to go that far. It's not going to go that far at all. Now, if I was to buy the next item, the furnace here, this is 5,600. I don't have those type of dollar bills. So instead, we're going to play around with the transporter right now. It's quite expensive for us to get another conveyor system. So if I just drop you here, why will it not let me place this down? Can this not be moved? Is this for real right now? We can't move you? Or does it cost money to move something? If I put that there, no. For some reason, I can't move this, which is fine. Oh, okay, I can move it. Oh, it's got to be placed at the edge of the map. That makes sense. Right. Well, it doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. Which means I'm going to have to move everything a little bit closer. Yes. Right, so move all this then. Just that tad bit closer. Right, boom, there we go. And just keep producing that beautiful iron like we originally was. So you're now... Oh, no, I didn't mean to move you. Sorry. That's now doing what it's got to do. But obviously, we need to make a few more pennies, okay? We need to level up a little bit, boys. So that's going to take us a little bit longer to produce what I want to produce. Now, these are 28 grand. The miner is 1,400. The smelter, it can only really do what it can do, boys. It can only really do what it can do. Craft basic items. This stuff is pretty expensive. So, if anything, we need to find out ways in which we can kind of add to our system. That would be really, really handy. Now, if I go to edit this, can I add this onto it? Does it actually connect? I don't think it does. What if I'm to place you there? I want to see if I can combine stuff and will it actually move onto this conveyor system? It does not. Right, that's interesting. Now, I know we have to craft items, so maybe that's where it kind of comes to with the whole crafting system. But I can't currently combine, but I can eventually craft stuff, which would be pretty interesting to see what we can kind of come up with. So until then, I'm kind of stuck with my current setup, and there's no way to kind of add anything else onto it to sell even more, which is fine, which is actually fine. So managing right now, we can manage this. You can see the value of it. Obviously, we can get more money. I'm assuming we can get more money, right? Hold on. Value. The value does change if I go to copper, but there is like an extra second you have to wait. Now, if I change this to copper ore, you get free... Wow, okay. So the value is different all round, but there is a difference in how long it takes to produce. So if I went to copper instead, selected you to do copper ingots. You ready for this? That should now technically make me a few extra monies, but it now takes a little bit longer to make those monies, if you know what I mean. So I've got 636 big ones currently in the bank. That's actually pretty good. So here's my stats right now. It shows you how much stuff we've currently produced. There is controls we can kind of check out. You can do contact with bugs, and you've got settings. And there is a store. Oh, it's for in-game cash and passes, which I'm not doing, guys, before you say anything right now. Get out of here, fools. Get out of here right now. So what will be my first port of call then? So I kind of need to figure out how to sell more stuff. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly, while we wait for a few more pennies to get into our bank account, I think we're going to go check out and visit somebody else's plot. What is this over here? Open up a medium cash box? Wait, what? Oh, snap! Hold on! There's cash boxes? Well, this is going to help me kind of get a little bit extra money in the bank account right now. I wanted to see somebody else's plot right now just to give us a basic understanding of what they're doing and maybe see what their layouts are to give me some inspiration. So from what I can see right now, they're dumping in a couple of items into one. Oh, they've got these. They help us with kind of doing the direction of some of the stuff. Now, if I was to build that, I don't have that. Oh, it's the splitters we need. It's the splitters. Oh, see, this is why it's important to go and see what other people are doing. It's the splitters. And guess what, boys? I can afford to buy a splitter. Also, now I realize you can go to them little red boxes. There's a couple of red boxes on my very own island area. This just got exciting, boys. This legit just got exciting. So I want to move some of this stuff then. So let's move this back by 1. Move you back, move you back. Now, move you back because I'm not going to be able to technically produce anything else. But I can actually, if I demolish you, I get a little bit of a refund. I can buy a splitter box, okay, which put in you this way. Does it work? No, I think it actually only splits it to go into 1. Maybe I needed the merger. Maybe it was the merger I needed. So, merge. Ah, it was the merger. Right, do that like that. Now, while we don't get a lot of pennies, boys, for the iron stuff, at least we're now selling 2 items at once. But that's the kind of setup I need to be able to kind of make me make more money. Now, we can produce at an alarming rate a lot of iron ore. So if I was to buy a second smelter for 2,800, I can smelt 2 items at once. But then I could also start smelting other stuff as well. Well, this just got interesting. Now, can I mine something a bit more expensive? Gold ore is 15 big ones, but it takes longer to make. I got to work out the calculations between the time versus what we're producing. But if I select aluminium right now, it does take a little bit longer, but you do get a few more pennies. Right! We know the game plan. We know what we've got to do. Let me see if I can grab a couple of these boxes. Now, this looks like this is a medium cash one right now, 470. And I think there is one just over here right now. We're going to grab these because, you know, it's free cash. I'm not paying to win for a change. Not that I would anyway. But it's a little bit extra cash right now. And at least we're now discovering what we've got to do. So, this is glorious. Now, if I was to get another smelter, right, because you can kind of change the value or try to change this. Aluminum makes 16, but then gold makes 30. So you would kind of want it to go into gold in a weird way. We can upgrade it, which increases the speed of it. That will be beneficial to kind of make that go through a little bit faster. Now, can I go and view other people's? No, there's a limit to how far I can zoom out. So I'm going to quickly take a look. There's somebody in the distance over there who looks like they're doing an even better job than this dude here. There's somebody on the server right now with like 46 grand. Is it this person? No, it is not. But seeing what they've got set up though is kind of interesting. There's 2 miners going into what I would consider a blast furnace, is it? Does it have the 2 things on top? Yeah, a blast furnace. Then into this, which is the square thing, which is a shaper. So they're not even smelting, are they? No, they're not even smelting. It's just straight ore into a blast furnace. So where's their smelter then? I don't know what they're producing right now, but they're not using one. Interesting. Okay, that's real interesting. So let me just go and see what this person over here is kind of getting up to. Because I've now got a few pennies together, boys, where we can actually now start buying some different stuff. And this person over here right now, they seem to have a pretty... Oh, they're currently building their setup, which is interesting. And they're kind of going for the same aspect where it's miner, blast furnace, shaper. So that blast furnace does something. It does something that I do not know yet what it does. And that's intriguing. Right, let me grab these little money cash crates right now. This should be a pretty decent one. Bam. I've got 3 grand. Oh, there's a big one right there. Perfect on the way back. We're going to see how close I can get to actually buying one of those. Is that a large? That is a large one. What do you get in a large one? 800 big ones. Oh my goodness me. Right, let's run back now and let's see what I can unlock to start producing some serious cash. This is exciting, boys. This is actually exciting right now because I know I'm about to transform my whole setup. Right, so here we are right now, going very slow, as we can see. Now, a blast furnace is 5,600, and then they have a shaper. Right. Oh, am I trying to buy 2? Hold on, I had it set on 2. It's only 2 grand. So buy this. Let me just drop this here for a second, and I can see what it's all about. So it smelts iron and coal to produce steel. Steel parts required. Gotcha. So if it requires iron and coal to produce steel ingots, iron and coal. Now, if I move this, because this is iron, this is coal, right? And if I put you there, does it actually produce yet? I don't think I selected this to do what I want it to do, did I? Right, select. Now, I haven't smelted it or done anything in the smelter. So, does this actually work? Because that's what I'm seeing other people do. But I'm not thinking about it. I didn't see anybody with anything. So, iron, bam, there we go. Coal, bam, there we go. Let's see if this actually produces, or do I need to actually physically smelt the goods? No, I don't. So I could put that steel ingots. Holy moly. Okay, that's steel ingots. So if I then grab a shaper, which is 3 grand. So I'm now going to delete, for example, you and you. Right, hold on. Just hold on a minute, okay? Hold on a minute right now. The shaper, which would go, and I'm going to put this here. So I'm going to move you there, you there. I'm going to move you here. Now, I like to see the stuff. I like to see the stuff. So I'm going to put conveyors in these little areas. Put you there, and then build a few more conveyors. Right, so transportation, conveyors, build, bam, bam, bam. And then all I've got to do is inspect this to produce... Oh my goodness me. So these are producing, these are now shaping it in to either aluminium casing S, which is worth 32. M is worth 64. Al is worth 96, but they take a little bit longer. So I'm going to go for the 96 one. I'm going to go for the 96 one. And this does take a little bit longer, which is probably why then we need the splitters to make them go into different shapers to speed up the process. And also, I'm producing steel. I just realized this. Ow. Blade. Right, hold on. 64, 96. I realize I'm producing steel, not aluminium. I got confused with what I was originally going to start trying to produce. Right, that now goes in. So that should mean once it produces, which does take 9 seconds, unfortunately. It does take a little bit longer. But there you go. It's now going through. I then get cha-ching in the bank. So it's a bit of a weight gain. But you can see how they were setting it all up. This makes complete sense. I'm going to end up making some serious dollar bills here. I really am. So we need more producers here. I could split these, but it wouldn't really make much sense. But it could save me a few pennies. And it's now just a case of... Oh, I'm trapped in my own building right now. That's hilarious. I am literally trapped in my own buildings. Hilarious, SENIAC. Hilarious right now. I am going to end up making some serious dollar bills. So, where are we struggling? This can obviously store so much stuff. This can only do so much. That takes 6 seconds. That takes 9 seconds. But the weight is here. Okay. Right, we're making close to 100 big ones every time we produce something. We just need to take it to a whole new level. Guys, if you enjoyed this, please smash the like button down below. Subscribe if you are new around here. And until next time, I will see you soon. So, goodbye.